Simon, when you look at Brexit, so a lot of it has been, I guess, discussed. So if the trend is the same, if the progress doesn't wane, are you confident that we'll get something that won't be too ugly for the economy?
Oh, you say a lot has been discussed. One of the, I guess, surprises of this week is that Theresa May is going to discuss with her cabinet for the first time what they actually see in terms of the end state. And that's extraordinary that we're almost 18 months on from the referendum and that discussion hasn't been had at the top of UK politics. In terms of your economic question, look, I think the last few weeks has confirmed my view, which has really occurred since the referendum, which is that the UK will try and replicate as much as it can the system of regulation with the European Union. So it'll effectively be a rule taker in that regard come the end state. The question this week really is on how much during that transition the UK will be able to benefit from a status quo, and the UK businesses don't have to transition twice. And that will be the real risk the businesses we're talking to.
What about you, Vincent?
I think it's a very long process. With the end of phase one, we've seen the end of the beginning, but now it's a long talk starting. And effectively, Europe is saying that the final trade deal will be done during the transition period after 2019. So, yeah, I completely agree. The UK government now needs to get their act together and decide what exactly they are looking for, and then go discuss with Europe. But it's going to be a long process and a lot of uncertainty in the meantime.
So what does that mean for pound? Is it the most difficult currency to predict?
Yes, it's not easy because it's already quite cheap from a valuation point of view. So you're tempted to buy and to play for the unexpected positive outcome. I think it's still a dangerous bet at that point. As I said, that negotiation is going to be very long. There is a lot of political infighting within this government, so it's not clear that they will quickly come up with something clear and strong. And therefore, I'm tempted to sell any short-term rally that we may see in the sterling.
Yeah, I'm with Vincent completely. There is a political schism at the heart of the cabinet at the moment of those who want the UK to divert its regulatory regime from the European Union. We've used the phrase, or we've had politicians using the phrase vassal state. They don't want the UK to become that. And will they, if Theresa May doesn't deliver that outcome, and I don't believe she will they resign and that lead to a falling of the current government? And that would be very bearish for sterling. So I think as soon as you see any material strength, you want to sell on the back of that tail risk scenario. The politicians that believe in a hard divergent Brexit still may have more cards to play that leads to a lot of political turmoil here in the UK.